Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. This is History Prep 2, chapter named The Achievements of Early Islamic World. In this week, my dear students, we will gonna cover page number 29. Here are following stories: The Thousand and One Night, Sindbad the Sailor. Both are really very interesting stories. Here is the story: The Thousand and One Night. Sultan of Persia discovered that his wife had been unfaithful. He was so angry that he killed her and hated all the women in the world. Each day he married a fresh wife and killed her the following morning. The Sultan had a grand vizier called Chief Minister whose daughter was called Shahrazadi. She was the most beautiful girl in Persia, but she was extremely clever. She had been the best teacher and was well educated in history, art, science, and philosophy. One day, Shahrazadi said to her father, "I feel so sorry for the girls and their mothers. I must stop the evil ways of the Sultan." "That would be an excellent thing," replied her father. "But how could you do it?" Shahrazad insisted, and eventually the marriage took place. That evening, Shahrazadi began to tell the Sultan a story. It was a long story and she did not finish it. As the story was good, the Sultan was eager to hear the end. Shahrazadi promised that she would finish it the next night, and the Sultan put off her execution, and so night and after night Shahrazadi told the Sultan story after story until at last, after 1,001 night, he did to let her live. Here is the another story from the great Baghdad, the house of wisdom. Sindbad the Sailor. In the time of Caliph Harun Rashid, there lived in Baghdad a poor porter named Hindbad. During his traveling one end to the city to the other, find himself in a quiet street with pavement, beautiful sprinkle and cool breeze was blowing. There was a magnificent palace and a delicious perfume with scent of rose water which steamed up from hot pavement. He wondered who lived in that beautiful palace. He asked servant about the master of mansion. Servant replied, "Do you live in Baghdad and not know that there lives the noble Sindbad the Sailor?" Who was the Sindbad the Sailor? Sindbad the Sailor was the famous traveler who sailed over every sea upon which the sun shines. Thank you, my dear students. I hope this explanation must be clear to you. Allah Hafiz.